Alright, here we go with today's video. Today, we are doing a fantasy rebuild. We're not doing a collab video today, although thank you guys so much for the support. Both those videos, one with TKE and one with Crushables. If you guys haven't gone and checked those out, check those rebuild challenges out. They're absolute bangers. Today, we're doing a video that was suggested by Ryan Cartier in the comments a while back. He said to do a Warriors-Cavs rebuild, do a fantasy draft of two teams, being any team that they have to meet in the finals at least 2 times in a row. I'm going to change it up here. So we're going to do the Warriors-Cavs challenge like it said. And we're going to be the Warriors and the Cavs. And we're going to rebuild the team through a fantasy draft and try and get both teams to meet in the finals for 3 years straight. Hopefully one of these teams get a good pick. And the Cavs get the first pick in the draft. That is huge. Where do the Warriors end up? However, the Warriors ended up with the 27th pick. So the Cavs, I think, are going to be the easiest team to rebuild now. And we're definitely, for sure, picking up Giannis or Luka. Before we get too far into the video, did you know that 64.3% of you guys watching this video right now are not subscribed to the channel? So please, if you've got the time, it takes 5 seconds out of your day just to go down, hit that red button, subscribe to the channel. It'll be absolutely amazing. We're trying to hit 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so it'll be absolutely amazing if you guys can go down there, hit the subscribe button. It'll be absolutely amazing if you guys could do that, and I appreciate it very much. So for the Cavaliers team, you guys know Luka Doncic, Mitchell Robinson, Jonathan Isaac, Dylan Brooks. This team is decent. Darius Garland as well. That's big as well. It's trade value. So the Cavs team should be pretty easy to rebuild. This Warriors team, we got DeRozan and Ja Morant. That's good. Ja Morant and DeRozan. I mean, I'd prefer like a Devin Booker, but I'm pretty sure he would have gone by then. So we got DeRozan and Ja Morant. Any young guys, Jackson Hayes, that's good. He's a good trade value. Sekou Doumbouya, good value. All right. For starters, I'm going to get the easier team out of the way first and rebuild them. Yeah, so with this Cavs team, I think it's going to be the easiest team to rebuild. Mitchell Robinson, and who's on a big deal here for this Cavs team? We've got no one that's on a huge deal. We'll get rid of Jonathan Isaac then. We can bring in Jimmy Butler and Eric Bledsoe. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Jimmy Butler's nice. I'll bring Jimmy to pair alongside Luka, and then we can move Bledsoe to the shooting guard and move him with like Dylan Brooks, because I know his contract extension is pretty big, and I would like to try and save up money if I can bring Anthony Davis onto this team, and then we've basically got the East locked down. So if I can get someone that's on a cheaper deal, that would be amazing, that we can have locked up for a while on a rookie deal. If someone's on a rookie deal, that'd be nice. Clint Capella, I think, will probably be decent because he's locked up for a while on a small deal. So I think we should be okay if we can pick up a better point guard. So we're going to trade Darius Garland here. What we could do, right, is bring in like Malcolm Brogdon and then trade him away before free agency so we can get rid of his cap. So I'm going to do that for this first season. We'll bring in Malcolm Brogdon as our starting point guard for this first season. And now we just need a starting power forward, and we should be okay. Julius Randle, I think, will be okay for now. He's on a 1-year deal, isn't he? He's on a 2-year deal with a team option. We could probably move on from him with like Keldon Johnson and see what we can get, because I have a feeling we could probably bring in someone quite decent here. Like I said, someone quite decent. John Collins as our starting power forward for this team. So then if we can move to Rozier with like Chris Clemens, could we get someone on a cheaper deal, please? We can bring in Iguodala and a Phoenix Suns first. Sure, I'll do that. And then we could move Iggy to the small forward. He's on a 2-year deal. I don't necessarily want him for that long. And then I'll move his $17 million contract for hopefully... Oh, Monte Morris. We have to give up a second for Monte. So I think our starting lineup for this team is very, very solid. So I'm not going to sort out the bench yet. I'll sort out the bench once I've figured out the Warriors starting 5, which we're going to go over now. So for this team, I'm probably going to be getting rid of everyone besides Ja Morant, because this team doesn't have Luka, right? So it's going to be a lot more difficult to bring in. So if we can move Jackson Hayes and DeMar DeRozan for someone, Brandon Ingram's nice. Brandon Ingram's really nice. We can bring in CP3 and DeAndre Jordan. I'll do that. CP3 is nice because we can move CP to the shooting guard and then trade him with Derek White, and hopefully we can bring in someone nice. So we just traded Chris Paul, Rui Hachimura, and DeAndre Jordan, and 3 first-round picks for Paul George on this team that we can pair with Ja Morant, which I think is okay. So we've got Paul George and Ja Morant on this team. Now, if we can move Rudy Gay to the small forward, his trade value is going to go up a little bit. And then if we go Rudy Gay with Derek White, see if we can pick up a decent starting center or something like that. And we should be okay. Oh, CJ McCollum's nice. Plus, we also get a first. Thank you. I'll take that. CJ is a shooting guard, so we could actually keep him on our team, just saying. And I'm going to trade Gerald Green and Jeremy Lamb and a first for Aaron Gordon, because I think Aaron Gordon could be our starting power forward. I mean, we don't use Aaron that much, so we could do that. Right now, our center's not coming up, so we're going to bring in Dennis Schroeder. We'll probably move him to the shooting guard, and his trade value will go... Oh, there we go. Shooting guard. And his trade value should go up. So if we pair him with Siku, could we bring in a good center? Andre Drummond could be our center. Yeah, I'm liking this Andre Drummond deal. I mean, sure, Andre's gonna probably want a max deal in the next 3 off season, but if he does, we can just trade him away. I do kind of want to get a better power forward instead of Aaron Gordon. I mean, I don't use Aaron Gordon that often, but at the same time, I do kind of want to get a better starting power forward. I know Blake Griffin isn't much better, but we'll bring him in because he's on a big fucking deal. Let's just say that. He's on a big deal, and we can pair him with, say, Dennis Smith Jr. We're not going to be using Dennis Smith. Can we bring these guys in, and can we bring in a power forward if possible? I'm going to trade for Steven Adams. Yes, he's not a power forward, all right? Yes, I know. Could we get someone here that we could play at the power forward here? That'll be lovely. Jonas Valanciunas. Yeah, all right. I'll do this trade for Jonas Valanciunas and Ricky Rubio. I mean, Rubio, it could be a good backup point guard. I mean, they're not... Oh, yeah, no, we have to move Valanciunas to the power forward here. And, yeah, I think this team is okay. CJ, I'm alright with starting, by the way. I mean, while we're here, we might as well figure out the bench, right? I'm going to bring in Cody Zeller here because we can move him to the power forward, even though we do need a backup center. I'll move him to the power forward. He goes up to, what, an 82? We can pair him alongside, say, Edmund Summer. Probably get ourselves a very good backup player, such as Lou Will and Jay Crowder. We can do this. We'll move Lou Will to the shooting guard, and he can be our backup shooting guard off of our bench. Nice. Actually, no, he's going to regress, isn't he? Shit, I forget that he regresses so much. Far out. Could we get a decent... Oh, yeah, Derrick Rose. Yeah, then we can get rid of Ricky Rubio. That's pretty good. And then we're going to get rid of Ricky Rubio and Jay Crowder for Nerlens Noel. Noel can be our backup center. I don't mind that at all. And we can then move Gorgie to the power forward and pair him alongside, say, Darius Baisley. And we could get maybe a small forward like Robert Covington to come off of our bench. Yeah, okay. Covington and Olynyk can come off the bench. Not bad, not a bad combo, just saying. We can move into the small forward, he goes up. Olynyk, power forward. We should have a lineup for this Warriors team. Yeah, we do. Okay, yeah, I'm alright with this very much. Now, this Cavs team, on the other hand, we need to sort out a bench. Rondae Hollis, I'm kind of okay with coming off of the bench, but we need to sort it out properly. So if we go like this, move those guys to power forward positions, we can then go get rid of both of them, and hopefully we can bring in either a good backup point guard or a good backup center. And Ricky Rubio, we can bring onto this team, which is going to be nice. Oh yeah, we're supposed to like save cap, aren't we? Like Devontae Graham would be very good off of our bench because he's locked up for what, 2 more years, and he's on a cheap deal, so that would be nice, but I don't expect him to be offered up here. And that is a no, but we're bringing OG Anunoby and Andre Roberson because we can move Roberson to the small forward, and his value does go up quite considerably, so we can do that and then get rid of him plus like Kai Bowman, I guess. And we could probably get someone such as Monte Morris. That'll do. That'll do us, don't care. That'll do. I think we now have a rotation. I mean, we need a backup center bad. We do need a backup center first. Aaron Baines could be a good backup center for us. I don't mind that at all. And I think now we have a rotation, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, our bench is not the greatest, but for this first season, it should be okay to get us to the playoffs, which is very handy. If we could trade Rondae Hollis for a shooting guard, I'd like that a bit better because OG Anunoby can play the backup 4 if he needed. So if we go like this, could we get a shooting guard instead, please? Terrence Davis and Markieff Morris, welcome to the team, mate. There we go. We should be alright. I'll sort out rotations for both teams. I'll see you guys when it's all sorted. Okay, rotation for this Cleveland Cavaliers team is Malcolm Brogdon, Luka Doncic, Jimmy Butler, John Collins, and Clint Capella. Starting 5, we then have OG Anunoby, Aaron Baines, Terrence Davis, Monte Morris coming off our bench. We got scoring options in Luka Doncic, Jimmy Butler, and John Collins. We got a 4-star system with 7 seconds. And now let's check the Warriors here. The Warriors are running Ja Morant, CJ McCollum, Paul George, Jonas Valanciunas, and Andre Drummond as their starting 5. We then have Robert Covington, Derrick Rose, Kelly Olynyk, and Nerlens as well coming off of our bench for them. We've got Paul George, Ja Morant, and Valanciunas as their scoring options, and they're also running a 7-second system because it has 4 stars. The Warriors are a projected 4 seed, and the Cavs are a projected 25th seed. So let's see what goes on here. Okay, so both of our teams combined, we get about 5 All-Stars. We got Luka Doncic as a starter on Team James Harden. We then have Jimmy Butler and Andre Drummond on reserve for Team LeBron. And then we have Paul George on Team James Harden as a reserve. On the season, we go 68-14 as the Cavs, and we can't really see how the Warriors did, but the Cavs, Luka won MVP. Ja Morant won Rookie of the Year, so the Warriors and the Cavs both won awards. Luka Doncic Most Improved, and Mike Storfer, which is the Cavs coach, won Coach of the Year. So of course we got Luka Doncic All NBA First Team. The only other award we got is Ja Morant on All Rookie First Team, and he's on the Golden State Warriors. So the Warriors went 60-22, whereas the Cavs went 68-14, both finishing as the 1 seeds. The stats for the Warriors: Paul George was the leading scorer, Ja Morant, McCollum. I'm not going to go through all of them because we got 2 teams to go through. So yeah, if you guys want to see them, be sure to pause the video. But as you guys can see, the stats were quite good for both teams. Team stats here: points per game, we were 1 and 2. Defensively, we were 1 and 3. And differential, we were 1 and 2. The Cavs being the better team by 0.5. So I'm just going to simulate these playoffs here, see if we can get both teams to meet up in the NBA Finals. It'd be dope if we could do that for the first season anyway. It'll be very good. Warriors are down 2-1, but the Cavs have swept through past the Pistons, and the Warriors are through to the second round. All right, both teams made it to the second round. Both teams win game 1. Both teams win game 2. Both teams win game 3. Both teams sweep to their conference finals, and the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on Indy, and the Warriors are taking on the Thunder. Okay, 3-1, both 3-1. Uh-oh. Game 7. Okay, the Warriors are through. The Cavs are not. They're taking on Indiana in game 7, who are the 6th seed. Let's see who they've got first. They've got Jamal Murray. Oh, they've got James Harden. Okay, I didn't mean to press that, but luckily we've finished this. We've got the first season down pat. All right, awesome. So let's just see who wins. Simulate a round here. Let's see which team wins. 2 each, 3 to the Warriors, and the Golden State Warriors win in 5 games. But we've completed the challenge for the first season. We've got 2 more seasons to go. Draft lottery here. I don't think any of our teams have a projected pick. No, they do not. They're all gone, and the Golden State Warriors don't have their pick, neither do the Cavs. But the Cavs do have the 21st pick via Phoenix, and the Warriors just don't have a first-round pick. All right. So the Cavs front office, we're going to sign Michael Williams here because for the Cavs, we're going to try and bring in Anthony Davis. And then for the Warriors, we're very all right with Steve Kerr as being our head coach. We're going to go down here, and we're going to try and bring in Trey James for our trainer, and our assistant coach, Abraham Navarro. Assistant GM, and we get both of those guys, so that's lovely. So the Cavs were the only team with a pick, and they picked up Isaiah Stewart we picked up Isaiah Stewart with that pick. Terrence Davis will bring back. Andre Drummond has declined his option, which is upsetting. Same with Kelly Olynyk. Qualifying, I'm going to not offer the qualifying for any team here. And a moratorium, can we bring in Anthony Davis here? We have to free up 13 mil for the Cavs. Let's see how much cap we have as the Warriors. Yeah, much less. So we're going to have to go to the Cavs, and we're going to have to move Malcolm Brogdon here, which I'm okay with. So I'm thinking if we brought in Jarrett Allen for Malcolm Brogdon, that could work for us as well. And then I think, yeah, we can definitely offer the max deal to Anthony Davis, and he wants to go to the Cavs. So that is awesome here. The Warriors have literally no cap space, but we're going to bring back Drummond and Olynyk as the Golden State Warriors, and we should be a-okay with that. If we have to, I will probably trade away Andre Drummond, but at the moment, probably not. Matthew Dellavedova, we've got bird rights on. Nah, I'm good, man. I'm very much all right with Anthony Davis. We get Andre Drummond and Kelly Olynyk for the Warriors as well. So the Cleveland Cavaliers pick up Anthony Davis, which gives them a big three actually, of Butler, Anthony Davis, and Doncic. And also Clint Capella and John Collins. That's big. John Collins, which means we don't need, so we could probably move John Collins then for a starting caliber point guard now, because we don't need John Collins. We've got Anthony Davis. So we can bring in De'Aaron Fox for John Collins, which I like that a lot. We have to just give up a first and a second, and Tyreek Evans, who we signed in free agency. I'm right with that because De'Aaron Fox can be our starting point guard for this team. And I think this team is kind of set now. Okay, the Cavs are set. The Warriors, we're good at point. We're good at shooting, I guess. We're good at small forward. We're good at power forward. I'm going to try and see what I can get for Kelly Olynyk. I can trade for Marcus Smart and Dante DiVincenzo. I'll do that. Marcus Smart can be our backup shooting guard. And then DiVincenzo and Check Diallo, could we move these guys for a backup power forward? I did see Kyle Kuzma, which could work for us. Kuzma and Landry Shamet. I'm going to do that. And then because we have to look to see what we can actually get for Kuz. And PJ Washington comes up plus Josh Okogie. So sure, we'll do that. We should be all right now for both teams. We're at training camps here for the Golden State Warriors. And we're going to go give it to Valanciunas. I'm going to give it to PJ Washington because he is our backup power forward. We should probably spend some time into him. And I'm also going to go Valanciunas, sure. I'll give it to Jonas. Cleveland, we've also got 2 here, and we're going to give it to probably De'Aaron Fox and Capella. Yeah, I'll give it to De'Aaron Fox, and yeah, why not Clint Capella? They're both our starters, so sure, well, why not do that? So the Warriors rotation for this second season is the exact same starting 5. We then have Derrick Rose, Covington, Smart, and PJ Washington coming off the bench. Paul George, Ja Morant, and Valanciunas are scoring options. Proficiency is a 4-star with 7 seconds. The Cleveland Cavaliers, on the other hand, have had a little bit of changing. They've got De'Aaron Fox, Luka Doncic, Jimmy Butler, Anthony Davis, and Clint Capella starting 5. They then have Jarrett Allen, Terrence Davis, OG Anunoby, and Monte Morris coming off of the bench. Scoring options, Luka, AD, and Butler, and they're running a 7-second system also. However, we're the projected 1 and 2 seeds in the NBA. So with 2 teams combined, we've got 4 All-Stars. We got Anthony Davis, Paul George, Luka Doncic on Team LeBron, and we've only got the 1 All-Star on Team Steph, and that is Jimmy Butler. We're selected as the Golden State Warriors right now, and they actually went 49 and 33, so not the greatest. Giannis won MVP, putting up very Giannis-like numbers. Anthony Edwards rookie, Schroeder 6-man, Kawhi defensive, Kendrick Nunn most improved, and Mike Storfer, who coach of the year for the Cavs, 66 and 16. So the Cavs went better than the Warriors this year. The Cavs did have All-NBA first team Luka Doncic, and I'm guessing Anthony Davis All-NBA second team, and we didn't have any Warriors on these All-NBA teams. So the Warriors finished as the 3 seed, and the Cavs finished as a 1 seed. So I guess that's a goodish, I guess. So the Cavs, Anthony Davis put up a double-double. Luka Doncic, you guys can pause the video. I'm not going to go over every single one here because there's a lot of players. Paul George was the leading scorer with Ja Morant for the Golden State Warriors, and Valanciunas pulling down a double-double as well. Same with Andre Drummond also pulling down a double-double. So very decent stats for everyone here. Team stats, points per game. Well, second were the Warriors and 4th were the Cavs. Defensively, the Cavs were the 1st best, but the Warriors were the 8th best. But the differential-wise, Cavs and Warriors were 1st and 3rd. For the playoffs, I'm not too worried about the Cavs. I'm more worried about the Warriors, who lost game. They both lost game 1. Game 2 lost by the Warriors. If the Warriors go down 3-0. The Warriors have gone down 3-0. Okay, we're away from home and we're down 3-0. This is not good. Oh my god, really? Come on, at least force a game 5. Force a game 5. Come on. Please. Please, 2K. Come in clutch. No. Oh, 40 seconds left. We're up by 2. Oh, yes. We won the game. We won the game. I'm sorry that I went over it a bit quickly. Oh, I almost pressed simulate round. I meant simulate with Simcast. The Nuggets, Warriors. I'm not too worried about the Cavs have been forced to a game 6 over there. We're at home. Can we please take a dub here? No, we're going to lose. We're getting slaughtered by the Nuggets. We're going to lose in the first round. And we've already failed the challenge. Awesome. I love it, 2K. I mean, at least one of our teams won the championship. They did win, and Luka won Finals MVP. So we've got one more season coming up here. Could we go 2 for 2 out of 3 here? That would be awesome. And we don't even have a first round pick for either of our teams here. Trainers, Warriors. I think the Warriors need it more than the bloody... than the Cavs. So yeah, we'll go the Warriors, and then we'll also go down to NBA draft. So the Warriors are going to have to change up their team a little bit. The Cavs are fine. They have AD and Luka. Team player options, Paul George has sadly declined his option, and we're bringing back Luka for the Cavs. Qualifying offers, the Cavs have got to bring back half of their bench and their starting point guard, which is not nice, and the Warriors have none. The Warriors need to re-sign Paul George, and the Cavs need to re-sign half of their team. So if we go here, De'Aaron Fox is probably the most wanted one out of all of them because he's our starting point guard. And then I'm going to go Jarrett Allen and then probably Terrence Davis over OG Anunoby. Hopefully that works. And then if we go to the Warriors and we're just going to re-sign Paul George and then probably try and trade him, I guess, maybe. Depends. I just realized this Warriors team can't re-sign Derrick Rose, so that's going to be a big freaking hit there. We can bring in Kristaps Porzingis. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. We need to change something up. So sure, we'll bring in Kristaps. Kristaps can then be our starting power forward. And then if we move Valanciunas with, say, PJ Washington, could we get ourselves a good starting center that we could play here? A center is not coming up, but if we bring in D'Angelo Russell, could we move D'Lo to the shooting guard and then maybe trade him with Ty Jerome or Nickeil Alexander-Walker? Could we maybe bring in a center for this? No, but we could bring in Devin Booker. I'll do that. I'll bring in Devin Booker and then we can trade, what's his face? CJ McCollum with Ty Jerome. Hopefully for a center now, because we definitely need a center. You know what? This is only free agency, so I'll wait until afterwards. I'll sign a few players and see you guys down at training camps. We got 2 training camps here for the Cavs. We're going to go down to untapped potential and probably give it to the same 2. No, we'll just give it to Capella, and then we'll also give it to Jarrett Allen. No, Isaiah Stewart, sure. We'll give it to Isaiah Stewart for them. Warriors, we're going to go untapped potential. We don't have a full team here, just saying for the Warriors. We'll give it to Covington and probably, I mean, we're going to be trading CJ anyway, so if I go to Troy Brown Jr., hopefully something could go on there. And then if we just go like perimeter shooting to Ja Morant, sure, even though it's already massive, it's alright. I'm going to trade here for Kemba Walker for CJ McCollum for the Golden State Warriors team. And then what we're going to have to do is move Kemba to the shooting guard. I know he goes up, and then we can trade Kemba for maybe a good center if one wants to come up, please. That would be lovely. I'm going to trade here for Pascal Siakam and Eric Bledsoe, I'm pretty sure it was. So then we can trade Eric and Ty Jerome. Ooh, Wendell Carter's nice. Not probably not for a starting center. I mean, we could move him to power forward and try and see what comes up. So sure, I'll do that. Sure, we'll bring in Wendell Carter, move him to the power forward. He goes up to an 89 overall, which is cool. We'll do this straight for Mitchell Robinson here. Bring him in. We'll move him back to the center position, and he's going to be our starting center. There we go. He's an 85, and I think we have Siakam coming off of our bench. So what I'm thinking, this team has gotten really good all of a sudden. So what we could even do is play Porzingis at the 5, and then play Siakam at the 4, and George, and play these 3, I guess. Like, we could have a starting 5 a bit like that, which I don't mind too much. Then we have Covington, Robinson. We do need to fix our bench up a little bit, though. We need a backup point, at least. So I've made a few trades. We got Andrew Wiggins. I did use Eric Gordon's contract to bring in Andrew Wiggins, and then we can bring in Kyle Lowry for off of our bench, which I think is very nice. Then we also have Dwight Powell, who we can move to the power forward if we wanted. And I don't know about you, but I think that this team is ready for a bounce back season. The Warriors, on the other hand, they have lost no one. I can just say that. They've lost no one. We could probably try and move on from Clint Capella, see what we can get. See what happens if we move on from Clint Capella and pair him with, like, Isaiah Stewart. I think he has a bit of trade value. If we can go like this, could we bring in a better starting center? Huh. We could bring in Jason Tatum. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. I'll bring Jason Tatum onto the team. I don't mind if I do. And then we move Tatum to the small forward, which means we can move Butler for a starting center. Vukovic is not the great. We can just bring back bloody Clint Capella. You know what? Might as well. Clint Capella's been working for us, so why the heck not? We'll just move him back to the center position. And we've just upgraded to Jason Tatum at the small forward instead of Jimmy Butler. That's what we've done, really. And then we've also brought Ricky Rubio as our backup point guard. So the rotation for the Cavs this year, there are De'Aaron Fox, Luka Doncic, Jason Tatum, Anthony Davis, Clint Capella starting 5. We then have Jarrett Allen, Ricky Rubio, Terrence Davis, OG Anunoby coming off of our bench. Luka, AD, and then Tatum are scoring options. We got a 4.5-star system with 7 seconds. With the Warriors, you guys have seen the starting lineup. We've upgraded quite a lot for this team, and we've also got a 4.5-star system with 7 seconds, so I like that a lot as well. Power rankings, we're projected 1 and 2 seed once again. Let's hope we don't get eliminated in the first round again. So for this final season, we get 5 All-Stars. We've got Anthony Davis and Luka Doncic on the All-Star starter team LeBron. Jason Tatum is also on that LeBron team. We also have Paul George and Ja Morant as All-Stars in the East. Well, for this final season, the Warriors go 61 and 21, which is very good compared to last season. Luka puts up Luka numbers and gets MVP like usual. Anthony Davis also wins defensive, so I think the Cavs are very much Alright, excuse me. Yeah, they went 68 and 14. Luka was all NBA first team. Do we get any Cavaliers or Warriors? We do get Anthony Davis all NBA second team, and we don't get any Warriors. But we finish as the 1 seeds, perfectly balanced, as all things should be. So for the Cavs, the leading scorer was Anthony Davis, then Luka, then Tatum. But I'm not going to just go through them all like usual. I'm just going to let you guys pause the video if you guys want to see. For the Warriors, once again, Ja Morant was the leading scorer. And again, I'm not going to show you. I'm not going to go through every single one. Team stats here. Points per game. We were first and second. Defensively, we were first and 12th. Gee whiz. Differential though, we were first and second. The Cavs by a long way. So once again, 1 seeds like we should be. And let's see what goes on. Can we finish this video with a big fat dub? That would be great. We've got 2 each. Uh-oh, the Warriors are down 2-1. The Cavs are down 3-1. And the Cavs go through 3-2. Okay, thank you. Spurs and Detroit. That's who we're versing. Uh-oh, the Warriors lose game 1. Come on, Golden State. Uh-oh. 2 each. 3-1 for the Cavs, so we're good over there. 3-2 for the Warriors. There we go. Okay, so we're both in the conference finals. We lose to the Timberwolves 2 ice. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Can we take this dub, please, 2K? Please. Come on, be on my side for once. No? You're gonna let me lose? Screw you. Alright. Can we get the Cavs a chip? Yep. Okay, cool. And I'm guessing the Cavaliers will beat the Timberwolves down. No. Okay. Yeah, the Cavs go back-to-back at least. I guess that's something. Anthony Davis wins Finals MVP. I mean, who do the Timberwolves have on their team? Jalen Green, who's an 83. Okay, never mind. They have the god, Yusuf Nurkic. That's why they won, alright? That's why they won. But here was our team for the Cavs. The Cavs were probably our strongest team. We had a very, very strong team for the Cavs, just saying. I wouldn't have been surprised if they just won all 3 of them. The Warriors, on the other hand, they also had a very strong team. I don't understand how this team didn't go to the finals either and lost to freaking Jalen Green. But that's going to do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys all have enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel if you are new. It would be absolutely awesome if you guys could do that. We're trying to hit 2,000 subscribers as soon as possible. If we can do it before the end of July, that would be a dub there. That would be absolutely amazing. If you're new to the channel, why not subscribe? I post videos like this every single day, so it would be absolutely amazing if you guys could help us out and hit that subscribe button. But I'm going to leave it there, lads. Hopefully you guys will have a good rest of the day. I'll catch you guys in the next video.